Hey cutie.
Hey, it's Gimme. How you guys doing today? We've got a big stream today. We've got an update on Minecraft. The Copper Age is now here. I'm assuming that's John Cena. Give me a second to get the chat open here. It is a John Cena. Hey, good to see you, homie. So here we are at the Shulker
Hey, it's John
farm,
underscore Cenaxt underscore, and welcome to the live stream.
and I've got
Smiling face with sunglasses.
an idea how we can use this new copper update. Okay, yeah, first let's go over what's in this new update. And first off, copper tools, copper armor. And I think we might do a little playthrough where we start from the beginning and then go fight the dragon, just so we can experience the copper tools. Because I did play a little when it was uh, on preview, and when it was in beta, these copper tools were such a game changer. I'm not kidding, because the copper is so abundant, you know. Like I was using the hell out of these copper tools before I got any decent amount of iron. And wait, the biggest thing here, the thing we all want to see, is the copper golem. So we need a pumpkin. There we go. So here's what the copper golem does. Look at him. That's so cool. And he's got this copper chest here. And what he'll do is anything in this copper chest, he will sort into other chests. So say you've got two different items coming into this chest. This little guy will take them out and then put them into two different chests. He's like a little item sorting goblin. And then also, these guys can oxidize. Wait, is there something you can put on copper to oxidize it? I know if you wax it, you can keep it from oxidizing. But is there something you can do to actually oxidize copper? I don't know. Maybe like a splash water bottle, maybe? Nope, that's not oxidizing him. I accidentally hit him and he ran away. So yeah, the beeswax will keep him from oxidizing. So eventually, this copper golem will oxidize to the point where he can't move, and he'll become a statue. And then you can actually like pose him in different positions. But that's not the end of his life. If you use a axe, you can unoxidize copper, and you can just unoxidize the guy until he's in a state that will let him work. So let's grab like the heavily oxidized copper. And if you take an axe, it's kind of like stripping a log. You can strip the layers of oxidation off until it's brand new. You can do the same thing with your copper golems. And so right now, the copper trap doors, that's another one. The recipe for these seems like they have changed. How can I see the recipe? Maybe if I put down a crafting table. But anyways, it's gone up to 6 ingots for a trap for the trap doors, but it gives you 2 trap doors now. And I don't know if that's a glitch or not, because it didn't do that during the preview. And there was also copper doors. So now, mobs are, villagers can open and close copper doors now. They weren't able to do that before. And then also something else interesting we got copper nuggets. And you might be wondering, why do we need copper nuggets? And that's because we actually have copper lanterns. Look at all of these oxidized copper lanterns. Okay, there's waxed and unwaxed. Wow, there's so many. Let's put them in a row and see how they look. I like that they have a green light, and I like that how they oxidize. Like the unoxidized with the green light looks really good, but then the oxidized, the green on green, that looks really good too. And then you got two that are kind of in the middle. I think this is a very awesome addition. But it doesn't stop there. We now have green torches as well. Now, similar to the blue torches, they don't give off colored light. That's in the education edition. I'm pretty sure they have the colored torches that I'm not sure if they give off colored light. Let me do something really quick. Just want to block all the light.
Hi.
Why, hello. Who do we got there? It's Moded. How you doing, homie? We got the brand new Copper Age here on the server. It's pretty cool. We're about to check out the... Oh, wait, I gotta take my helmet off. Because it's got a light on it. Alright, so it's completely dark.
Hey,
Yeah,
it's Mode Gaming, and welcome to the
I don't
live
think the
stream.
light is
Smiling
green,
face with
but
sunglasses.
the effect that the light gives off definitely has color. Because, oh, there's also new changes to the vibrant visuals. They said especially in the end, a lot of stuff was changed. So let's go look through the vibrant visual options and see if we can make this look even better. And yeah, I think we want to use the copper golem somehow in our new shulker farm here. I think we'll have him maybe go around picking up shulker shells. I don't know. But honestly, we don't even need an item sorter on this thing. But I think it would be cool to just have an iron golem moving items around. Yeah, we're gonna do some experiments with this guy. Whoa, and he gives you copper when you kill the guy. How many? 3. Okay, so I mean it takes 9 to make him, but you only get 3 back. Alright. Did not mean to save and quit. I meant to go to settings, but that's fine. Wow, yeah, I'm really excited for Okay, I think somebody was in the other room. Hmm. But yeah, as soon as the update came out about 3 hours ago, I downloaded it and jumped on the realms, and that gives Mojang the cue to update my
I
realm.
was.
So yeah, all the realms should be updated right now. Next, vibrant visuals. Yeah, we want to check out some of these vibrant visual settings. And yeah, I'm really liking our giant shulker. I think that's pretty cool. So if we go to video, then I'm pretty sure we have to go down to vibrant visual settings. There we go, vibrant visual options. Yeah, we just got everything turned up to ultra. We've got the bloom going. 16 chunks is all we get. They upped the render distance with the vibrant visual to 28 chunks if you're on PC, by the way. Okay, yeah, I don't think there's anything more we can do in here. There was a lot of the updates. There should be a button to turn off the end flashes as well, but I kind of like the end flashes. Where is the end flashes? I don't think I've seen one in a minute. There it is. All the way over at the island there. Whoa, why did it put me over in a corner like that? Do the end flashes only happen around the end island though? Of course there's no nope, there's one. Yeah, it looks like they're all just here at the end island. Oh right. Yeah, there was a bunch of stuff added. There was like 72 new things in this update. I'm pretty sure I'm not going over all of them, but these are definitely like some of my favorites. Ah, here's the statues. Okay, so let me show you this. Oxidized copper golem statues. So once your copper golem is old enough, or if he's unwaxed, he turns into a statue. And then, similar to how armor stands work, you should be able to change their position. Not sure how though. But we can unoxidize them and he'll come back to life. Check that out. But that's the thing. Now this copper golem doesn't have a copper chest. What if I... Are there copper chests now in the thing? There are. So if I just put that down, will that bring him over? It does. Okay, that's good to know. You can assign these guys to different copper chests if you need to. Alright, but I think I'm about ready to keep building on our little shulker farm here. We gotta do some kind of platform down here. And I'm wondering exactly how shulker proof I need to make this place. I'm starting to think I don't actually need this glass walkway or a glass platform because we're going to be herding all these shulkers into the kill chamber anyways. It's not going to matter if they teleport anywhere else. But we have already started, so I think we'll just keep going with the glass. So let's just make a platform directly underneath this thing. I think that's the middle-ish.
There's new tools and armor.
Yeah, we've already went over the new tools and armor. In fact, I was thinking about doing another little playthrough where I start from the beginning and then go fight the dragon. That way we can get the full experience from the tools. Because I did do a survival playthrough in the previews, and man, the copper tools made a big difference. Yeah, maybe we'll or maybe we'll join somebody else's realm where we have to start over, and that way we'll get the full experience of the copper items. Because yeah, copper is so abundant early game, and yeah, I was using the hell out of those copper tools and armor before I got any significant amount of iron. Alright, let's grab some of this black frame glass and let's just fill in these corners. We're gonna need some kind of on-off switch, I think, for this farm as well. And thinking about that, I don't want to have like a redstone line going from the bottom here to the top, because we're not even gonna need like a drop chute how we have on like most mob grinders, because they're not gonna fall, into the grinder. We gotta teleport them, so we're not gonna have the drop chute. So I think we want to keep it looking as clean as possible, especially since we have all this glass. Yeah, we're not going to want to have a ton of exposed redstone and stuff like that. That's where I was thinking maybe the copper golem could come in handy. That way we don't have to use a bunch of hoppers that you can see like through all this glass. That looks cool though. I like the different colored framed glasses. I'm pretty sure the copper framed glass and the black framed glass that I'm using are from the add-on. Like they did not add copper framed glass in the update. In fact, I think it's a furniture add-on that gives us that. Oh, it does turn like stairs. Okay, this is nice. Yeah, I really like these slanted glass pieces as well. That's from the furniture add-on. It's really giving my platform like a futuristic kind of look. Okay, that's working out good so far. I think maybe... Is that right? Yeah, that is right. Ah, these are so thin, it makes it difficult. Yeah, our options are to go directly in the middle of that block, or we go one over and go over top of the slanted blocks. And I think going over top of these slanted blocks looks a lot better. It puts that, the edge there more in play. It becomes more of a functional part of the build rather than a decoration on the outside. And I like that little gap that it makes in between the rail and the floor. I think that gives it a good, cool vibe. Well, that was easy, right? And it looks cool. Alright, how do we turn this into a shulker grinder? So, before the old school shulker farms, we would just have the only spaces for the shulkers to go would be, you know, next to a cactus. And every time the shulker opens, it hits the cactus, it takes damage, eventually it dies, and then we collect all the shulker shells. But I don't think we're going to be able to do that this time. I did some tests, and they can indeed go next to a cactus, but it doesn't hurt them. And I'm pretty sure they're lava proof. I don't think lava is going to be the way we kill these things. Or maybe, what if we have a spot? No, because then we risk burning up our shulker shells in the lava, right? So I'm guessing we'll just need a kill chamber with where you hit them with your looting sword, I guess. Yeah, that could work. And then, so we teleport them from the spawner up here down to the grinder or the kill chamber down here. Okay, there is a middle. Let me get the exact middle of this thing. Is that it? Yeah, so we'll probably put our kill chamber right there. And then this back half will probably be where all the chests and items will go. Okay, but we're gonna have to stop the shulker bullets. Can I use a command block that's going to destroy just the shulker bullets? And something I didn't realize when I was building this little stripe goes around the entire shulker head. I didn't notice that before when I was making this, but we got it updated. It's accurate now. I still want to do, if I can find the right color, we definitely want to do like a light edge on here and then like a dark edge up there. And that kind of shading will make it look so much better. But right now it looks pretty plain. I just haven't found the right colors yet. Okay. What is my kill chamber gonna look like? We're probably gonna have to have Hopper right there, though. Yeah, give me a sec. The 420 came early today. But, hmm. We could literally just have a Hopper going to the copper chest, and then we can have the little golem putting them in all the chests around the edges. And that way we don't have any like hopper lines running through our glass or underneath our glass. I do think we'll probably need solid blocks around this one because we're gonna have at least 2 command blocks underneath of this. So I think we're gonna have to, and we'll have to do something to shulker proof these blocks, like put a button on them or something. Maybe carpet. Can the shulkers teleport to carpet? Because if they can, this whole border edge is going to be a problem. Like, I don't think this is going to produce so many shulker shells that we're going to need some kind of advanced, like, item movement, but... Ow! Why am I getting a headache? This is concerning. I never get headaches, but I got this, like... It's like right behind my eye, kind of headache forming. Almost feels like brain freeze. Maybe it's this doobie I'm smoking. I don't know. Yeah, I think I was just hitting it too hard. But, man, that's uncomfortable. I really hate headaches. And throughout my whole life, I've suffered from encephalitis, which is a swelling of the brain. And in my case, it was due to a thrombosis. But it's a miracle that I just haven't had headaches my entire life. Like, with that diagnosis, you would think, you know, with my brain smashing against the inside of my skull, you would think I would have nonstop headaches for the last 40 years. You know, migraines, anything. Nope. Nope. In fact, I've been pretty much immune to headaches, even like in hangovers and stuff. I mean, it kind of makes sense. There's no actual nerve endings in your brain. It's kind of where they all start, you know? So that's, you actually can't feel anything. Somebody could, like, cut out a chunk of your brain while you were awake, and you would never feel it. Man, that's a whole rabbit hole if you want to go down it. But pretty much everybody is living in the past because your brain is buffering everything. And it has to do with, yeah, because the nerves in your feet, you know, have to get the signal to your brain at the same time as like the nerves from like your nose. If you touch your nose and you touch your big toe, it feels like you're doing it at the same exact time. but you're not feeling it at the exact same time because the one signal has to go all the way through your foot, up your leg, up your back, into your brain. Whereas touching your nose, it just goes from your nose to your brain. But to keep you from being all discombobulated, it buffers those signals. So everything you're seeing is actually like a fraction of a second in the past. Yeah, it's crazy stuff to think about. Like I have the concept of what I want to do. I just haven't visualized it yet. You know, by putting in like these blocks just to represent the kill area, it kind of gives me a visual cue on how I want everything to look, but I still just can't visualize it. Should we put in some chests? I keep hitting this button. Where are my emotes? Why am I Alex? Okay. They must have done some kind of update to the character editor as well, and that's why my Chef Panda has changed. Oh, that's neat. You can still see my speed boots poking out through my netherite boots. Oh, it's actually the pants were covering up most of it. Yeah, we got the speed boots from that one event. We got the purple panda hat from the another event. We got the cool cape, which I think we won at another event. So the Minecraft Live actually just happened, and I didn't actually get to see it yet. But from what I hear, it was really short and not a lot of people watched. Uh, I guess myself included. But Minecraft Live is where they kind of outline all the new updates they want to have for the next year. So, you know, sometimes you can learn some cool stuff, but. And then they usually talk about, like, the. We need some light. I just realized this. You know what? Let's use light blocks. There was actually an update to the light blocks as well. When you pick block a light block, it will copy the light level of that block as well. Before it would just give you another light.
Next update we're going to mount the Mayhem.
And look. There's before I couldn't use these because it would place one of these lights right in front of me. And it was such a pain in the butt, but now it works perfect. What's up? It's the Melt Man. Good to see you, my homie. Hope you're having a wonderful afternoon. I know I'm having a good time. I'm smoking fatties. I got the new Minecraft update. We're making the shulker farm.
What's up, my browski?
Yeah, it's nice. Then I just realized my platform's off. We're gonna have to count some blocks here. Wait, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on that side. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Face
5 on
blue
that side.
smiling, face
Ah!
blue smiling, face 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 B.
I'll get into some serious building once I'm
Tacaman likes tacos.
done smoking this. It looks like, wait,
Okay.
we have it lined up with the shulker above, and I think we did that on purpose.
Now shush Nightbow.
Yeah, actually, you're lucky Nightbot didn't time you out. Nightbot will time people out if they use too many emojis. Usually first, though, it gives you a warning. Yeah, we've had to do a
Face purple
few...
smiling tears.
We've had to do a few tricky things with the perspective. Because we wanted it so that this shulker was looking at us the whole time. So we didn't actually do the proportions of a shulker. It's kind of skewed a little bit. And the shulker head isn't exactly in the middle of the shulker shell. But the thing is, you don't
Rip my life into pieces.
know this. You
This
don't
is my
see
last
this.
resort.
Cut my life into pizza. This is my knife and fork. But some tricks with the perspective is what makes everything look right. And I think, yeah, where our platform here isn't going to be even, but it's going to look okay because it's lined up with the shulker here. And the shulker isn't lined up with my platform because the shulker is an even number of blocks across, and my walkway is an odd number. So yeah, when you come up here, you start noticing all of the funky perspective work. But as long as it looks good from down here, like I'm not worried about people that want to go up there and look around. Those are not going to be everybody. Okay, so basically we need a platform for the shulker. We need a hopper to pick up stuff. We need... Oh, here's a new thing, guys. If you haven't seen this yet, these are shelves. Look how cool these blocks look. And that's not the best thing about these. Wait till you see what shelves do. Let me find some good stuff here. Some diamonds, some emeralds, some gold. Yeah, that's nice. 3 more. Oh, let's do the frog lights. So each one of these can hold 3 items. And you might be thinking, okay, that's kind of cool. But this gets even better. Like, you can put banners. You can put banners in each slot. So if you have banners for each letter, you could literally have like an upgraded sign. Or also like a slot machine, or... Wait, there's a way to lock these too. I think if we redstone these guys... Or no, wait. Yeah, well, we want to redstone them, but I think there's a way to like switch your hotbar with the shells. And this is really the game changer here. Okay, so let's yeah, did you see how it changed? The little lines disappeared. I'm gonna clear my hotbar, and then I think we hit bang. Did you see that? I literally just picked up that whole row of items and did my whole hotbar. And this works, but you have to do it on the last box in your hotbar. Because if it's just one shelf, it's only going to do the last three. But if you have them connected together and powered, it'll do the next three and the next three. Okay, it does work no matter where you put it or which. But if it's just one, it's going to be the last three items in your hotbar. But this is so cool. Uh, quick change loadouts for mini games and stuff. For yeah, there's so many applications. I'm just I can't even think of them all. Not to mention that is so cool looking. What if you made your wall like with hold on, let's unpower that one. And that way we can pick up all of those. That's cool. But the frog lights are really neat. I wanted to see that one. Like say this was your a wall in your house and you could like make a pattern like wait. Oh crap. Green, then yellow, then purple, then wait, yellow, green, purple. Then I want to reverse it. Purple, green, yellow. Yeah, so then I'd want oh crap. Oh, it changes out. The the item in your hand will change out to whatever's there. Purple, green, yellow. And then I guess yellow, green, purple, green, yellow. I don't know. I'm trying to do some kind of pattern, but still, it looks cool. I'm digging it. I'm so digging it. The new shelves, absolutely a banger of a feature, and I can't wait to make some. In fact, do you remember we actually went and stripped a ton of logs because this is now the only recipe that requires a stripped log. Is the shelves there. Yeah, so much cool stuff. Alright, so we know the golem. Should we do a no, let's do a waxed oxidized or just a regular oxidized. Oh, they switched it. It used to be oxidized then weathered, but it's been switched in the menu. Yeah, it used to go copper exposed and then it was oxidized then weathered because it was in alphabetical order. But that doesn't make sense because the actual order of oxidation is weathered, then oxidized. But because we're using the oxidized copper framed glass, I think we should use that oxidized and then wait, what's the range on these copper golems? That's something I need to think about. Like, how far can they take an item? Well, let's do some experiments, shall we? Let's grab some shulker shells, because that's kind of relevant to what we're doing here. So if we have shulker shells coming into the copper chest, we should be able to get our copper golem to sort them out. Where were those copper golem statues? Am I just gonna need to make one? Is there a copper golem spawn egg? There it is. Look how cute it is. I don't know. I wanted to get an oxidized one, but that's fine. Okay, so he picks up these shulker shells. How far away can I get him to take those things? So say we got a chest right there. Oh, I gotta put a shulker shell in it. No, I don't. I thought... Oh, he moved 16 of them. Yeah. Okay, so... we just put some chests around. I wonder if we can get him to... How can you reach up? Or does it have to be on the same level as the guy? Like, would he be able to reach a chest above this one? Okay, what if we put that there, and then we put something on top to keep it from opening? And then let's take out these chests. Let's see if he puts it in this one. He does. Okay, that's awesome. So we can do this. Will they both work with the same chest? Look at these guys go. So this is good for two reasons. Because we have a glass floor, like normally I would just use like a line of hoppers, you know, a dropper, an item elevator, water streams, all that kind of stuff. But you would be able to see all that redstone and stuff through the bottom of the floors. So this is a way to move these items without having to use any visible redstone. They do kind of get in each other's way, don't they? Now, we could hook, like, comparators up to these chests as well, and then, like, every time they open a chest, it can trigger something. Just thinking about that for like a random redstone circuit. But if we had more than one item going in here, what we would do is we'd put the items we want in each of these chests. If we put at least one, because this iron golem will look for a chest that has that item in it before it chooses the closest chest and just puts it in there. Okay, what do these guys do when they're out of stuff? They just keep looking. This is pretty cool. Okay, we're gonna have to put the rest of this in to keep the little guys from climbing all over this place. In fact, we might put like an invisible barrier or something to keep these guys back here. I mean, we could even just extend this, because this is easy enough to jump over. I kind of want to let them free range, though. I just don't know how much of a pain in the ass they're gonna be. Yeah, and I think 2 should be enough. Hmm. I'm just thinking about a few things, like how to get these shulkers to come down here to that spot. And that's easy enough. We'll just use TPL shulkers with a radius. But that's the thing, that radius can only be so big. And then once the shulkers start teleporting all over the place. So I think we might need 2 different collection points for these shulkers. I don't know. We'll try a few things. All right, so we've got some more stuff. We also have chains. Check this out. Copper chains. And of course they come in all of the oxidized varieties and in the waxed varieties as well. See, that's what's so surprising, that they added so many. You think they did it to make it look like they added more stuff than they did? Because by making stuff out of copper, they can like put like 6 items in where it's really just one. It's just a copper chain. But there's like all of this. Like even in the, if they had a way to oxidize these really quick, like pour something on them or something, then they probably could just have the one item, and then you would have to manually create all the variants. What else is there? Copper chains. There's something else made out of copper too. Oh, why can't I remember? Yeah, let's check really quick. There's the statues. There's the nuggets. Yeah, I think we did look at all the This copper stuff, the copper roof, this is all from the furniture mod. Copper pipe, that's pretty cool. That's the furniture mod. But yeah, we talked about the doors and how villagers can open the copper doors now. There's copper horse armor, and it's not craftable, which is kind of ridiculous. I'm pretty sure leather horse armor is craftable, but it's not as valuable as the other armors, so I don't see why they don't make this one craftable. But yeah, now you can end up getting a copper horse armor in a loot chest. Man, that's gonna piss me off. Because the copper horse armor is, yeah, it's not as good as the iron horse armor. And it's not really as that much better than the leather. And you can't dye it like you can the leather. I mean, that's the only thing for leather armor. You know, it's dyeable. Yeah, leather armor. And that's the thing, it's hard to get that much leather. You know, you're gonna collect more iron before you. Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking of, the bars. So, before we only had iron bars, but now we have copper bars and all of their various oxidation levels. So that's what I was thinking. Bars and chains. Yeah, we hadn't talked about the bars and chains. But yeah, I think we went over everything else, or everything else was already here. The copper bulbs, these things were game changers for redstone. Alright, how are we gonna finish out our little kill chamber here? Well, we're obviously gonna want to hide the hopper right here. Should we do that with some blocks? I mean, we could put some trap doors there. Oh, but if you get too close, you're gonna end up picking up the items instead of, yeah, and I don't think we need anything above. I mean, we could make something above it just so it looks cool. But it's not like we have to hold them in place or something. Come on, little guy. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. We got the cool copper lights now. Kind of want to put those on something. Yeah, that's a lot of new lanterns. What's the purpose of waxing and oxidized copper anything? It's already at the last stage of oxidation. Does it prevent you from using the axe on it to unoxidize it? Can you unoxidize a lantern? These are questions we're here to answer. Alright. Copper lantern. And you can unoxidize it all the way back to new. Alright. Now let's go with the waxed oxidized copper lantern. Man, these names are long. Okay, we were able to unoxidize it, but we had to remove that copper layer, the wax layer first. So we had to unwax it and then unoxidize it. And yeah, we do need some kind of light in here. Jeez, these guys are annoying. Is he trapped in there now? Could you please? Yeah, okay, this is why we need to put something here to keep these little critters from going up all around this stuff. Alright. I prefer to build with the just regular copper and let it oxidize. There's a lot of spots in my builds that are still oxidizing to this day. I think I kind of want the... Let's try some copper pipes in the corner here. Yeah, that's much beefier. These copper pipes, though, I don't think oxidize. Because I didn't see any oxidized copper pipes anywhere. It's got a cool vibe. I'm digging, like, the walkway with the slanted ends on it, the see-through platform. Like, it does have kind of a sci-fi industrial vibe. And then, like, the little copper golems. This is some, like, Doctor Who kind of stuff. I like it. Okay, we're gonna have to work on some of the technical stuff here pretty soon. But you know, I kind of like what we got here so far. Like I said, down here from the ground, it looks fine. It's only when you go trying to fly around and stuff that it starts looking a little weird sometimes. Like from any of the corners, it looks fine. But yeah, there's a spot where you can tell like the head isn't like in the middle. But I mean everything's symmetrical around. The shulker door here is actually offset by one block, but I'm pretty sure that's how the model is in the game. But the effect it makes, like when you first get here and you see that big old shulker up there like staring at you, and you start walking and it's like still looking at you, you're like, what What do you want, bro? He wants to see you go all the way under. That's cool. So what we need is the Chuggy Wuggies and some command blocks. So I tried a few different things, and I was gonna make, a legit shulker farm where the shulkers shoot each other and multiply, but I decided with a simpler design, I guess. Is the chat still working? Yeah,
JJJ.
okay.
I like singing jazz while
I
washing
hadn't
my ass.
hadn't heard anything in a while. Let's put some copper lights on the corners here, like some light posts. That's gonna be cool. So like a block of copper, some of this copper pipe, some copper trap doors. Maybe get one of those green frog lights. That'll look cool. Oh, but wait, there's more. We could also do something like copper chains and the copper those, and then some copper lanterns. Yeah, let's see what we come up with this stuff. So first we want like, yeah, we'll need like a solid corner. That works. Then we'll want a solid base. Oh no. The pipes connect to the freaking carpet? What logic does that make? Okay. We'll have to do something right here. Like, does it connect? It connects to everything. Are you kidding me? I already know it connects to that. Yeah, alright. So we're gonna have to, if we want to have a hanging lantern, we'll need to go out a bit. So I did have an idea of something like this, and then maybe have a copper chain. See, I don't like how it's connecting to the base there. And I think we're too low. Let's go up here and then go over two. Okay. We're getting a vibe here. Well, if we can't put anything there, we actually have to put something there. The shulkers are gonna teleport out onto those. Is there literally nothing we can put there? What about a button? Perfect. Alright. I wanted to put lanterns right there or something, but nope, can't do it. Uh, like this. Yeah, that looks a bit more substantial. Could even do that. Alright, now it looks structural and not just, but we got this gap here in the glass. I'm not sure I like that. Hmm. I think it's something we're just gonna have to ignore. But what's gonna look cool is if we get more than one of these. Let's, make one more. This song's kinda cool. I'm gonna get closer to my speaker, that way I don't have to turn it up too loud. No, wait, we had those, and then you know, I think we're gonna take them off right there. Yeah, I think that's gonna look better. There, we went over 2, and then down 2. Guess I didn't have to make them this tall, but that's kind of the point, I think. Oh, what if I could do this? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it works with the extra connections there. Yeah, it looks alright, I guess. Why is it playing Christmas music? It's a weird soundtrack. Yeah, this all seems to be working so far. Not looking forward to the testing and the command blocks, the technical stuff. It's gonna be easy though. It's just when it doesn't work, it makes pure chaos. We're gonna have the frickin' shulkers all over the place. Man, hanging these pipes is a lot easier than the bars. Like the bars and the chains have such a small hitbox. I don't know if you can see that, like, there you go. You can see that one because it's got that light behind it, but that hitbox is huge around that. But around this chain, around the bars, it's really small. And did I not go up high enough? I thought we... Yep, it's too low. Measure twice, build once. Is what my father would probably tell me. But this is Minecraft. You can always just undo whatever you did. But like if you're cutting some wood, you know, you can't uncut that wood. So you're gonna want to double check your measurements. Measure twice, cut it once. When I started this project, though, this is not at all what I had in mind. I did not think this was gonna end up with this kind of steampunky copper vibe. Before this update came out, like, I honestly had no idea what I was gonna build over here. But since we got all this new copper stuff, I might as well build with that, right? We're gonna need to give these copper golems some items. I feel bad they're all just like, they keep opening the chest. There's like, is there anything in there? How about now? Is there, is there anything in the chest? Nope, not yet. Oh, let me check. Nope, nope, nothing yet. You know, so sad. Anything in the chest yet? Nope. Okay, and another
Hey Gimme,
thing.
long time no see.
Once all of this stuff oxidizes, it's gonna turn like that
Light.
green color, so... Hey, Connor, welcome back.
Minecraft Bedrock.
Indeed.
I hit the bell.
Why, thank you very much.
Hey, it's Connor MC, and welcome to the live stream.
So yeah, it
Smiling
looks,
face with sunglasses.
the orangey
Great
copper
stream, keep up the awesome work.
works with all the purple stuff, but then also when it turns green, it's also gonna like match with everything. So I think copper was a good choice for this one. And then we can't forget to put some buttons down. That's gonna keep our shulkers from teleporting around too much. Oh yeah, we want to make an on-off for this thing before we fire it up. So this is going to be tricky with our glass floor. If we don't want to have a bunch of like redstone and command blocks and stuff. Oh. I'm thinking
Hit
of
the like button
something.
to show your support. Red heart smiling face with hearts. I'm a Minecraft YouTuber and Minecraft streamer.
Hey, Connor.
I'm a Minecraft content creator.
Yeah, we remember you, Connor. Here, I'll give you moderator.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm thinking in order to... We need wireless redstone, right?
Tacaman likes tacos.
We need a lever
Yo,
down
thank you, my
here
man, gimme.
that's gonna turn this off and on. So I've got an idea. Let's try something out. We're gonna need 2 command blocks. Each one's gonna have a fill command. It's gonna, or a set block command. But how do we get the lever in the middle to do one or the other? Let's get a solid block. Any block will work. Okay, so say we got our lever. We want, like, that way to do that command block and that way to do that command block. I think what we need is a copper bulb. Hold on, let's see. No, that's chiseled copper. Copper bulb. Alright, so... No, that's not what we need. That's like a T flip-flop. I think I'm overthinking this, because if we just had... like some redstone there. Grab a couple of observers.
I sent you a friend request on PlayStation, gimme.
No, that's not gonna work. Because they're both gonna activate at the same time. Yeah, I think what I need is a T flip-flop, like a copper bulb. Hold on. No, because that's gonna... We'd have to invert the signal. Oh, that's not even working anyways. Yeah, we'll have to invert the signal going one way. Oh, wait. Wait. Again, I think I'm overthinking this. So actually what we need is... we need to change between these 2 blocks. So what if we change our design like that? Now, is that powering those command blocks?
I never get the notification when you are streaming.
Hey everybody, look who it is. It's the one and only Mrs. Gimme. And and she needs her moderator back
Go
after
subscribe to my channel and
our
get me
last
to 100 subs.
hey, let's go everybody. If you're already in the Gimme Gang and want to meet our cool YouTube
www.youtube.com/CHANNELGDD3_FEOGTQEYG.
homies, there's a link
Hey
in the
Mrs.
chat.
Gimme. Hey, it's Connor MC, and welcome to the live stream. Smiling face with sunglasses.
So yeah, we had some problems with a former moderator trolling us, and I had to wipe up all of the managing moderators. But I think it's safe to give Mrs. Gimme the managing mod back. Okay, so is it set block the command that I want? Yes, set block. We want to use that instead of a fill command because we'll only need
Thanks, smiling face with
one
hard
set
eyes.
of coordinates.
Thank you.
And then redstone. No, underscore block. Gonna have to double check my spelling here. Yeah, I think we're good. And then we want negative to 5, 6, 7, negative plus 1, negative 1. Yeah, we want negative 1 on that last coordinate. Well, negative anything, like negative 2 or 3. We'll do 3. So this should place a redstone block, like right over here somewhere. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, we are doing wireless redstone here, guys. So now when we flip it back, we need this one to remove that redstone block, remove that power source.
I am done living on the mountain near your house. Gimme on Gimme Gang SMP at Gimme Dat Gaming.
Oh yeah? Well, I'm sure we can repurpose it, or somebody else will want to move in, and yeah, it won't go to waste. It's a pretty cool looking building, to be honest. Needs a bit of landscaping,
Okay.
but other than that. Yeah, I worked on kind of trying to restore the landscape around the place, but... Okay, so this one we want to do air. And that was negative 3.
I told you I'm a good builder.
And then we want to go... We want to go plus 1 on that first coordinate, I think. Okay, let's see if this works on the first try. Holy cow. This is cool, guys. Why haven't I done this more often? I mean, look how small this circuit is. It's 3... It's like you could make this 3 by 1. Like, we don't even need to have this block on top, to be honest. But yeah, usually you'd want to hide stuff like this under the floor. That's freaking cool. So you know why this is so cool, guys?
If you also have a YouTube, you can shout out your channel here. No ban hammer if you do, we promise. Relieved face.
Let's So now we can turn this light off and on. We can power whole redstone machines, like with this little switch right here. This can literally
It's
on
cool
off
because you
anything.
made it beaming face with smiling eyes.
Oh, Mrs. Gimme. I'm sure I'm not the first person to come up with this idea, but anyways, why this matters right now is because we need an on-off switch for the spawner up here in our giant shulker box. The place is looking really cool though, especially once all this copper starts to oxidize and we start getting more of a greenish color down here. And that's another cool thing, like when it's not oxidized, like the raw copper still kind of matches that purpley color, but then like when it all starts turning green, like the green color, it's still gonna like match all this purpley stuff. So basically we need to install one of these switches down here so we can turn the spawner on and off. That way I just thought of something. You have to be within 16 blocks in order to activate it anyways. As soon as you walk away, it just
Okay, Gimme,
stops
I
working.
just gave you a big shout out on my post on my channel.
Hey, thank you very much for the support. So let's see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I like... Okay, there's 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, yeah, we're in plenty distance. All right. Just wanted to make sure. That floor is only 1 block thick, and the
SMK.
spawner's right on the other side.
Subscribe to join the Gimme Gang realm code A2WPWZV5RBG.
Yeah, that's the realm code. Feel free to share it with your homies. It's a public server. We're here for everybody. But it would be really cool if you could get them to subscribe to the channel as well. And if you're on YouTube right now making content, you'll probably notice that the views are way down. And because recently YouTube has changed their policy,
Okay.
and people that are on PC using ad blocker no longer count as views. So you probably still have the same number of people watching, but oh, you probably still have the same number of people watching, but that's for Mrs. Gimme. It's always weird, like Mrs. Gimme shows up and it just happens to turn 444. It's weird how it works. I can't deny it. What was I talking about? Yeah, you probably got the same number of people watching. It's just YouTube doesn't count viewers that use ad block now. And so that's not going to affect your revenue because they're not watching the ads anyways. But
hit the like button to show your support. Red heart smiling face with hearts.
Yeah, with less views, the algorithm shares you out less. It's really becoming harder for us middle class YouTubers You know, all of the big YouTubers with millions of subscribers making millions of dollars, they're all fine. But what this hurts are
Takano
those
likes
middle class
tacos.
YouTubers like me, where I'm like, you know, middle of the road. And slowly they are pushing out. Like I said, us middle class YouTubers, we're getting farther and fewer between. Uh, just some of the stuff I worry about. So how do we hide this switch? I mean, do we put it back here by the portal? Will that work? Because, I mean, it's still in render distance, so it should work. Nobody's gonna turn it on and off, though. Nobody's gonna remember to turn it off if it's over here. We gotta have the switch. The on-off has to be over here somewhere. And that's so easy too, because it's just the set block command. You only need one set of coordinates, whereas like a fill command, you need to fill from corner to corner. So you need two sets of coordinates in 3D space. It's a little bit more typing, a lot more figuring, but this was super easy.
Gimme the Minecraft chat is glitching.
Oh, my bad. See, I never know if it's doing that. Um, we need the command block output. We need to set that to false. Then we'll also set send command feedback to false. Oh, it's because we just had an update, I think, and that's why it reset some of those commands. But thanks for letting me know. Like, I would have never known that. Like, nobody said anything. Obviously, I don't see it. It's not like spam in my chat. But yeah, that should fix it. Alright, so
Thank you.
let's pick block all of the stuff we're gonna need. Okay, so that's what we need for our switch. And we'll figure out what we need for the on-off later. Kind of feel like right here in the corner is going to be the best place to put it, because people will see it on the way in and the way out. And unlike putting it over there by the portal, you know, you see it as soon as you turn around and you're like, oh yeah, turn it off. But if we put it somewhere else, like by the time they're not thinking about turning it off, they're thinking about, oh, look at this cool portal. Oh yeah, by the way, we still need to finish our, I mean, we've got custom portals here, which is pretty cool. It's got its own particle effects and lights and everything, and it teleports you like 400 blocks. But we need some kind of sound. We need like a whooshing sound when you go through this portal. And I want to do some kind of like wavy screen effect. But I haven't figured out how to get the nausea effect to, you know, come on quick and leave quick. You know, it's a slow one. Okay, let's just do what we always do, just start putting blocks down and see how we feel about it. We are gonna have to figure out a way to hide this stuff under a glass floor. Or maybe we should just leave it, like, naked so everybody can see it. I don't know. I'm thinking pretty intensely right now. Wait, are the levers are directional, right? Okay, so then we could put a sign on here that'll be like on this side, off on that side, or something like that, right? And then I guess we'll just do that. No, it's gotta have a spot to go to. Wait, it does. Okay, that position isn't gonna work. We either gotta move it up or... No, what I need to do is move it under. There you go. My bad. Okay, we can still keep our walkway intact. Okay, we didn't mess up that pattern or anything. Do we just want to have our redstone all naked out here? Yeah, kind of like when you have a computer with a see-through case or something like that. I guess that's what we'll do with this. I mean, we could put some slabs on top. That'll at least secure it from the frickin' shulkers, right? Actually, what if we... You know, that's not bad. It's covered, but you can still see it. Ooh, how can I get that on there? It's like, what if we put the pointy glass on the sides of these too? Yeah.
Okay, and back on your Discord, gimme.
Yeah, remember to read the rules and put the password in the new members chat. I'm trying to be on Discord more. I've got a lot of friends on Discord. You know, like Sweets is mostly on Discord these days instead of YouTube, and a lot of homies have gone mostly to Discord.
I just read the rules.
Yeah, at the very bottom there should be a password, and then you type that into new members chat, and then all the other channels should be open for you. So now we need... Where are we gonna place our redstone block?
I just put in a password.
Alright, just want to make sure you're in and not just like stuck in the new members chat. You know, we have to have a little bit of security to keep the bots out.
Okay. Imin. Do you remember the restaurant Mike's Place, Gimme?
Mike's Place. I think so. Is that a real restaurant? Yeah, yeah, Mike's Place. Hold on.
They are in Kent.
Yeah, that's right. I do remember. That was a place we hung out in high school. Yeah, what happened
Mrs. Gimme, I
to
subscribe
them?
to you. Your 42 sub.
Mrs. Gimme, you're a YouTuber now. Alright, I need these coordinates. I think we'll just type them into the chat. Negative 516.
Yes, we're going there to eat.
Yeah, awesome. And then, no.
Thank you, Connor.
60. And then negative 4. You know, it seems like I should be able to remember 3 sets of numbers, but when you start adding in like negative and positive, yeah, that's when I start going, um. Okay, so which way is off? We want off to be no redstone signal. So this is going to be our on block. Okay, now what was our numbers? 516. And then was it 60?
I subscribe to you also, Connor.
And negative 4. I think that's what the numbers were, right? Okay, and then we got a redstone underscore block. Okay, so there's no redstone block there
Thank
now.
you.
We flip that switch, and
WSP Gimme, it's Doggo.
we've got a redstone. Hey, Doggo, I remember you. How you doing today? What are you
Hey,
guys
YP,
having
welcome.
for dinner?
Hey, it's Connor MC,
I'm
and
having
welcome to the live
leftover
stream.
sloppy joes,
Smiling
and I
face with
am
sunglasses.
not disappointed at all. I'm pretty excited. I still have some more of those garlic French fries. You know, it's not like I eat it every day, but
Good. BTW, have you
I
watched
can't wait.
Dexter?
No, I haven't watched Dexter, but I know the whole like preface of it. The guy's like a serial killer. Or wait, are you talking about Dexter's Lab? And his sister Dee Dee, and he's like a little kid, but he's got this like secret science lab underneath his bedroom. Okay, we need to put the same exact
Hit the
command
like
in
button to show
here.
your support. Red heart smiling face with hearts. No, Dexter Morgan.
And then we want this to be air. Yeah, kind of worries me because, when I start like listening to like, this is what psychopaths, are like, and I'm like, Jesus, am I a psychopath? I might be a
If you
psychopath.
also have a YouTube, you can shout out your channel here. No ban hammer if you do, we promise. Relieved face.
And we've done it. That's wireless redstone right there. We don't have any redstone that has to go up through the floor. It controls all of our redstone components. Was that a chicken? I just heard a
By the way,
chicken.
how long have you been streaming? Feels like a decade.
Yeah, it's been 7 or 8 years, I think, now. It has been a while, hasn't it? I mean, I was on YouTube for a while before I started making videos and
You're not a
streaming.
psychopath rolling on the floor laughing.
I wouldn't be so sure, Mrs. Gimme. Also a nice guy. I mean, I can be a psychopath and a nice guy at the same time, right? I just don't kill anybody. But I'm not a sociopath. Like, I care about people's feelings too much. So that might kind of X me off the list of psychos. I don't know. But that's not like the only thing that makes you a psychopath.
Grinning, squinting face, what's that make me then?
Because, like, I'm definitely willing to take risks that a lot of people probably wouldn't. Okay, we need a sign. So that's going to be off. Wait. I think we want to change it around. We don't want to have a constant redstone signal. Well, I mean, we're going to have a constant redstone signal going up there. That's why we don't want one down here. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's just figure out which way's on, which way's off. Okay, that's off right now. Let's get a sign. I think there's new hanging signs, but no, let's just get a regular sign. Whoa, these are cool. Oh, these are from the furniture add-on. Those are cool. I think I've used these in my base somewhere. What color sign should we use? I mean, everything's like purple and green and stuff. I think maybe the blue sign. Okay, then we come down here. And that way is on. And then this way is off. Perfect. Okay, now you can't really read that though, is the problem. Let's get a glow sack. Oof. One of the things they were supposed to fix in this update was the that lens bloom that you get off of like glowing signs and stuff. It's barely legible, but we can still read it. Whoa, look at that. All of the dyes have different shapes now. This is new. I didn't know they added this to the game.
That's
Yeah,
really cool.
we've got new. There we go. That's a bit more legible. Let me see what it looks like on stream, because from here it looks pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, you're not gonna have any. If I can read it on the live stream, you're not gonna have trouble reading it in real life. Okay, so before we go live with the shulkers, we need the collection system. We need to make sure all the shulkers land on this hopper right here. And we need to make sure that the shulker shells end up in the frickin' hopper as well. We might have to put some more hoppers around this thing. Now that I'm thinking about it, those shulker shells are probably gonna fly everywhere. Oh, we might be able to just limit that by putting some more of this copper bar around. Yeah, that might. So if it tries to go out, it bounces back in, kind of thing. So now we need a command block that's gonna TP all the shulkers up there into here. I don't know how big the radius needs to be on this. But we got a little spot right here for a command block. This one's gonna be easy. /TP at all E. E stands for entities. So not players and not blocks. Like items on the ground are entities, mobs are entities. Villagers are entities. But we don't want to teleport every entity in the game. We just want to do our shulkers. So we do type equals shulker. But we don't want to do every shulker in the entire game. So we're going to put an R for radius. R equals... This is where I'm not sure. Like 50? You think 50 is enough? And then we have to teleport them somewhere. Now each tilde represents the current coordinates of the command block, or the player using the command. So tilde is a way to just get your exact coordinates where you're at without having to type in a bunch of numbers. And also that, like if you say at a player and use tildes, you can follow a player with those tildes. I don't know, there's a lot of different, but basically I use them so I don't have to type in a bunch of numbers, because this is the coordinates of the command block. But we don't want it to teleport there. We want to adjust those coordinates. So there's the command block, but then there's the hopper above it. So that would be 1. And then we want it to be on top of that. So that's going to be 2. So the middle coordinate Y is the up and down coordinate. We want to add 2 to that. And that's how the tildes work. So instead of typing out the coordinates for that exact spot, I just use the tildes and then add 2 to the Y coordinate for up and down. If it was down 2, it would be -2. And then same for the left and the forwards and back and left and right. Like if I want it to be left 1, I would check, you know, one coordinate this way or one coordinate that way. And that's probably been one of the biggest lifesavers in doing commands is the tilde. We're going to want this always active, and we want it to be repeating. We'll put the previous output so we can tell it's working. Okay, there are no shulkers within 50 meters. Yeah, that's probably enough. Alright, all hell is about to break loose, guys. Let's set this up. Let's actually turn it off first. Let's make sure that works. Nope, that did not work. They are teleporting all over the place. What the hell? Oh wait, no, they're all... Listen to that. They're all getting teleported onto the same spot simultaneously over and over again. I wonder if we can maybe slow that down or something. What if we just do it like every 10 game ticks or something? Then they start, look at this. Look at all these shulkers flying all over the place. This is crazy. Alright, so we can only get 6 of them. It's gonna be 6 maximum. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to... Oh, the on-off doesn't actually work because light level seems to keep the... They spawn regardless the light level. Let's, see if we can maybe... Okay, we're gonna need... Go in with the strength buff, alright. How is this guy inside of the iron bars? Look at that. This guy is inside the iron pipe. I can't get him. I can't get him inside the pipe. The hitbox of the pipe is too big. Alright. Well, this is why we test. This is obviously not gone the way I expected it to. We've got shulkers inside of blocks. We've got shulkers teleporting around all over the place. I really thought this was gonna work though. Alright, we're gonna have to come up with some fixes here. Let's let these guys out for a second and then see if we can get them back on the spot. No, they're still inside of the frickin' blocks. Yeah, we gotta turn this off somehow. There we go. And then we're gonna have to break these out to get these guys out. What is that teleporting sound? Why are they still... Where are they at? I hear them teleporting. Where are they at? Okay. But you know, this is what we're here for. The real-time problem solving. Trying to get him. Trying to get him. Got him. Wow. I tried to warn you guys. I knew I just had a feeling all hell was gonna break loose, but I didn't know it was gonna be that bad, where they were gonna be teleporting inside of blocks. Crazy. Okay. Plan B? I don't think I have a plan B. Plan Brewski. Here we go, Chuggy Wuggies. That'll get something going. Is it me or is it getting a little warm in here? Yeah, I'm getting a little warm. Hey, I see some of our copper is oxidizing already. Look at this, we got some oxidizing copper. And like I said, once it turns that green color, it's gonna match just as well with this purple stuff as this orangey stuff. So yeah, let's just let it oxidize. I mean, the copper golems can keep up with the output. We just gotta figure out. We just gotta figure out how to collect these guys. So when I didn't know they would be when you use a command block to make a shulker teleport. It doesn't just TP it. It makes it use its TP function. And that's why it was so loud. Alright, just some technicalities to work out. I think it's gonna be fine. Yeah, it looks cool. And we'll be able to hit them off the sides if they teleport into there. I'm just not sure. Yeah, I'm a bit stumped. Hold on one second, guys. Give me just a minute. If you need to grab a snack or need a potty break, now would be a great time. I'll literally be back in a minute and a half. Give you guys something to look at for a second. Alright, BRB. Okay. I think I'm having some ideas. Hmm. So, shulkers summoned from an egg or using the summon command, I think, don't have AI. Like, they don't seem to shoot bullets or teleport anywhere. Maybe if we, instead of using a shulker, we just summon them in with a command block. They might be more tame. And yeah. So let's get our redstone signal up top. And we can replace all of this. I'll put this right here, and then it's just gonna be a summon. Shulker at tilde tilde tilde. And then we just need to have like, I don't know, 1 block over or some 2 blocks over. Let's see if we can get one to spawn. Syntax error. Interesting. Okay, you can't replace a... Oh wait, if I just put a space in between here, I think that'll work. Yep, there it went. Nope, he's still being a little shit teleporting everywhere. Is it the spot we're teleporting it to? Maybe it doesn't like the hopper. Maybe it's because it's on a hopper. Yeah, so we're thinking of alternate ways to make a shulker farm work. And I'm even trying to use command blocks, but the thing is shulkers will teleport to anywhere. Even if there's no blocks available, they will teleport into midair. I've seen this happen. Hmm. Yeah, let's just turn that off. Man, everything was going so well until they started teleporting all over the place. Is there a way to keep them from teleporting? That's the thing. And even if there's no available spaces for them to teleport to, they'll just teleport to somewhere they're not supposed to be. Like, we saw them there, like, teleporting into midair and on the buttons, and yeah, it's not working as I thought it would. I thought we would teleport them down there and they would, like, stay there for a minute before trying to teleport out. And then if they teleport out, they would just get back in, but that's like non-stop teleporting all over the place. I wasn't expecting that. All right. While we think about that, let's work on our custom portal here. I mean, it's a good looking portal. It's got custom particle effects and everything, but it's just too plain. You know, you don't even know you've been teleported until you see the other side. It's just so instantaneous and nothing happens. So we need to put like a sound, maybe some kind of visual effect to, add to the portal effectiveness. Because right now it just looks like it's a TP that looks like a portal. Does that make sense? We want to make an actual like something that feels like a portal. So yeah, it's weird that there's no trolls here today. I was really expecting, especially with a Minecraft update out, I was expecting to be hella trolled. I even asked some people to be here just in case. But obviously, everything's fine. Yeah, this end dimension kicks ass. But some of my best building, I would have to say. Just because of how perfect that circle is and how big it is. And then don't forget, we've got the Enderman farm over here on the other side.
Finally, no trolls.
Why didn't I get... Whoa, whoa, there we go. And of course,
Yeah,
all the
I already know
Endermen
me.
are outside of the farm. What's going on? This is
I'm not a
crazy.
troll.
Yeah, we're not talking about you. We've been having problems with trolls in the streams the past few days. Look at how many Endermen are everywhere. This is crazy. How are they all getting out of the farm? They're walking around on blocks they're not supposed to teleport to.
Hit the like button to show your
Oh,
support. Red
this
heart,
is...
smiling face with hearts.
The update has...
Okay.
The update broke my frickin'... Enderman farm. Shit.
I'm a troll, winking face, winking face.
Yeah, you can troll this peepee.
BB.
Wait, Nightbot, don't leave me hanging.
BBB.
Did I forget the booty command?
Takaman likes tacos.
Wait, what?
JJJ. I like singing jazz while washing my ass.
Okay, the ass command works, but the booty command doesn't? What's going on? How are these guys getting out of the farm?
That's odd.
Yeah, somebody was trying to tell me the other day that the farm wasn't working and the Endermen were just teleporting everywhere. What? Why is this not working? Somebody turned this on to need redstone. Look at that now, alright. Holy crap, now the farm's working. Snikes. Yeah, I think the farm's working now. Alright. We don't have Endermen all over the place now. Yeah. Bet you were slick, huh, buddy? Yeah, no wonder all the Endermen freaking... He was saying my farm is too big, all the Endermen are getting out. I'm like, I don't understand. See, and I thought this would be something we could do with the shulker farm. See how it just like periodically drags them all over and drops them down the hole? It's so efficient. And the thing is if you use an endermite right there instead of the command block, like the aggro on that is only about 16 blocks. So you'd have to make the farm a lot smaller. Or else you'll have endermen hanging out in the corners that don't get aggroed and sucked in. I'm just surprised there were that many frickin' endermen up there. How was there that many? Holy cow. There's extra, you can even, oh look, yeah, you can add extra if you're really brave. If you really need that XP. Extra Enderman on. Okay. Alright. I'm at kind of a bypass with the shulker farm, and we fixed the Enderman farm. Let's go play with these copper golems. I want to do some more stuff with the copper golems. Let's see how we can improve any of our other farms by maybe adding some copper golems in here. We could probably take out entire sorting systems, right? And just add copper golems. Kind of spooky looking. What's going on? Is it like fog or something? Why is it all looking... Yeah, it is fog. Okay. That's a lot of fog. I haven't seen fog this thick. I guess there is a swamp biome close by. Hey, the fog still looks pretty neat though, right? Wait, why is it raining over here? I just turned the weather to clear. Hello?
Fog look epic.
Those look pretty good, but for some reason the weather is stuck on storms. It's a visual glitch. Sometimes you gotta exit and go back in. And it should be clear. This was a big problem. Like the rain glitch was like non-stop back in the day. Yeah, we're all right now. Yeah, base is looking good. We've almost got all of our storage sorted out. We can start expanding over this way more. We got our happy guests. These happy gas parking spots are freaking the best. I haven't seen anybody come up with a better solution to parking these guys without like huge amounts of redstone or like, yeah, you don't want to have like a giant cage or something to put this guy in, you know? And how it works is it's just a minecart, and then when you hit the button, it breaks the minecart, you get to fly away, and then it puts another minecart down for when you want to land. It's super easy, and like the hoppers pick up the minecart and just recycle it through the system, you know? Happy gas are cool. Because you can like stand on top of them and build or do whatever. It's like a mobile platform. You can even, I think you can place blocks down too, even like, oh, maybe not. Oh wait, but on Bedrock you can place blocks. Okay, I guess only if there's a block to put it on. But still, this does have multiple applications. Alright, let's bring this guy in for a landing. Let's use the other parking spot. We've been using... See if I can bring him in straight. There we go. Perfect parking job. And, you know, if we ever find some more, we can put them in here. Somebody dug out the Prismarine in the middle of the Happy Gas pond, but... Alright. We had a... Yeah, and then if we ever get a Happy Gas we want to hatch, we just bring it over here, stick them in our little pond, and there we go. And it's got a little enclosure, so odds are when he does hydrate, he's gonna stay in this little box here. And see, a lot of the Happy Gas parking spots that I see have like a giant enclosure or box like this, or you have to fly it perfectly into like a singular block. Whereas with a minecart, if you just get close enough to that minecart, it sucks them right in. You know, it's not like I have to sit there and like fly up, fly down, kind of find the perfect spot to fly into it. And that seems to be the case with every other Happy Gas parking spot that I've seen, or any kind of Happy Gas containment. Because even if you put a lead on this guy, he's still going to be flying all over the place. And that's the biggest problem with Happy Gas, is just trying to keep it close by, because they will wander off. You know what we need down here? Snowballs. So another thing is so we got a box for like harnesses, but we definitely need snowballs down here. Because that's like Happy Gas snacks. They love the snowballs. So I'll just go ahead and throw in a few, but I've got a snow farm right up here. Yeah, this is the classic snow farm where you have some slabs on either side and you just break all the snow layers. And it's like a little mosh pit for snow golems. Yeah, it's super effective, by the way. I mean, I've been crafting them into snow blocks. Because we needed a lot of snow blocks for building our castle over here. What's up? It's the Mayo Penguin. How you doing tonight? Hope you're having a wonderful evening, afternoon. It's hard for me to tell. It's kind of dark outside already, but it's a bit rainy here. That's why. So what are we gonna do with our new copper golems? Like, I'm sure some of my farms could definitely benefit from some copper golem action, but I've already got like sorting systems on like all of my farms. And taking out a bunch of redstone and adding a golem doesn't sound like a good idea.
And welcome to the live stream. Smiling face with sunglasses.
Well, maybe we should build a farm and use these guys to sort the items.
Tomorrow the school district has a 2-hour delay.
We've got a pumpkin farm. Could we have... Oh, wait. We need a melon farm. But, I mean, if you're just doing melons, you don't... Oh, you'll need to separate the seeds from the... In fact, we started this pumpkin farm just so we could make copper golems after the update came out. Why is that one stem not grown up? What's going on with my farm here? Let's see if we can... Let's just do a test. Game rule. Random tick speed. We'll turn it up to like 150 and then...
So what have you been doing? I haven't been watching you for a while.
Here we go. Okay, it's still working. That just hasn't grown up yet, which is weird. To be honest, we've been getting... Pardon me. We've been getting ready for this new copper update that just came out. Oh yeah, I forgot. My pumpkin farm shoots the pumpkins up in the air. Look how cool that is. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do this with like all of my farms. Hold on, let's get that tick speed under control. Wow, that just made a ton of pumpkins. That thing was popping off. Yeah, in fact, we built this entire pumpkin farm just so we could get pumpkins to make some iron golems. I think I might make a couple of iron golems just as like pets or like just to have them hanging around, you know? Like we got this little beach area right here. I bet some copper golems wouldn't mind hanging out here. Where'd the spawn egg go? There it is. And the thing is, eventually these guys oxidize and turn into statues. So it might be fun just to have a couple hanging around and then see what happens. See what happens, like, once they finally, like, turn into a statue. Yeah, it'll be fun just to have a couple of these guys hanging around the shop. We don't actually need them for item sorting because we've got the item sorter add-on. And yeah, that thing is stellar. Oh, Swift Sneak. Oh, this is from that End City we raided, right? Yeah, this is all End City loot.
Views are like 10.
Yeah, that's probably not true though. I guarantee that's not an accurate number of views. The reason my views went from like 100 down to like 40 is because YouTube is no longer counting views that use ad blocker. So if you're on a PC or a phone and you're using some kind of ad blocker and you're not watching the ads, they're not counting your views at all anymore. But I mean, they don't add to any ad revenue. So it's like those views aren't actually worth anything except you know, the more views you get, the more you get shared out by the algorithm. So yeah, it kind of sucks because it's kind of pushing out guys, these
That's
middle,
weird.
yeah, like these middle class YouTubers like me, where we're not like super rich doing millions of views, but we're, you know, we're not at the bottom either. Yeah, it hurt guys like us the most, for sure. That's a really cool. I got the silence armor trim. That's awesome. I'm gonna take this and put it down in my armor shop so I can yeah, see, this is where we trim up all our armor. We got some cool stuff going on here. I think those music discs are in the wrong spot. I don't know why there's name tags in there either. So this is my jukebox. Yeah, here we go. This cabinet here has all of our pieces in it. What do we got? We've got cat, cat, 13, cat, 13. Is there anything in the jukebox? No. Wait, we got the disc fragments. We can craft that into the other music disc, right? Where are the music discs? Okay, there they are. That's the one you make from the fragments, right? Sounds like somebody gooning. So homie's gooning, and then what happens? Oh, sounds like he's putting his pants back on. Oh, it looks like somebody's caught him. Okay, he's running away. No, he's hiding. Trying to figure out what's going on in this music disc. It's just a bunch of sound effects. Sounds like somebody beating his meat, and then he gets caught. Like, what's he doing there? Unbuckling his pants again? Now it sounds like he's... I hope he's running. He might be gooning again. Oh, ew! And then all of a sudden it goes, like, with squishy noises and it stops. Yeah, it sounds like a music disc of somebody beating his meat. There we go. Cat's one of my favorites. We got a copy of Pig Step, but we're gonna keep that on the display. I don't think we've listened to... There's new music here that we haven't heard before. What's this? I think I heard that one and that one. Maybe? I don't think I'm familiar with a lot of these music discs. Relic. This must have came out with the archaeology stuff. I'm gonna turn off the background music so we can hear it. That's pretty epic. Yeah, that's kind of like my bass vibe, I think. It's got like some Final Fantasy VII vibes. I like it. Alright, which one is this? Creator. I don't hear anything. Oh, it's another one of these weird discs with like... Supposedly if you put all these discs together, it tells a story. If you can figure out what the sound effects are. Just sounds like some guy gooning to me, though. Okay, that one's like your classic music box. That's awesome, with the haunted shelf that rearranges itself sometimes and opens up randomly. It's part of the haunted furniture pack. I think it's cool. Even the painting is haunted. Once in a while this guy will like look at you. Yeah, same with this one. This is a haunted painting too. I think this guy, yeah, his eyes just moved. Oh, he just went cross-eyed. Oh, now he's looking. That's funny. This one gonna move? Yeah, look, he's looking at me. He's looking at me on this side. Now he's cross-eyed. He doesn't seem to react like the other one. Whoa, is this like Christmas music? Sounds like Christmas music. That's pretty intense for a music disc. Yeah, wow. These music discs have come a long way, huh? They got full-on beats on these things. That's neat sounding, I like that. Meow 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 meow. I'm digging it. Alright, we got one disc left that we haven't heard. Lava Chicken. I think this is from the Minecraft movie, right? I still haven't seen the Minecraft movie, guys. Maybe I should rent that and watch it right now. The Minecraft movie was good, right? I should go watch it. Are these lights on? Oh, there's those cool hanging signs. You can put different, like, symbols on them. Whoa.
I've seen it a lot, grinning, squinting face.
Is that like a villager singing? Yeah, that's a villager. Aww. Aww. Oh, you can hear it from pretty far away. Okay, I didn't know you could hear the music discs from so far away. Yeah, even upstairs. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you can take music discs in and out. Wait, does this thing like contain all of the music discs I've been putting in there? No, that was just a little Easter egg at the end of that one. But I'm pretty sure we can make an automatic disc changer to where it puts in music discs and takes them out when they're done. I'm pretty sure that's possible, right? Like if we put a hopper going into our box. Crap. Hey, that worked. Okay, so put another one in and see what happens. Alright, we'll just listen to this music disc and see if it ejects itself when it's done, or if it puts the new one in and switches it. I don't know. Where is the vape at? That's probably a good idea. I won't lie to you guys, I'm kind of tired. I'm kind of thinking about taking a nap. And the music's making me sleepy. Yeah, as soon as you eject that disc, it puts the next one in. So we gotta figure out like a loop system to where it's always putting the discs in, and then we'll always have, you know, music around our base. Yeah, we'd get tired of that pretty fast though, right? Like, there's only like 7 or 8 songs to pick from. We would definitely get tired of. No. Oh, I'm duplicating records now. Alright, well, we went over all the cool new stuff. The new copper golems are adorable, and we're probably going to include them in every new farm we make going forward for sure, because they are so handy. But I think I'm going to call it an early night. I was planning on going pretty long, but was also expecting more people to show up, I guess. Anyways, thanks everybody for tuning in. Make sure to hit a like and a subscribe, and as always, come back here. I'll see ya when I see ya. Later, taters.